What is good, guys? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a Master Duel kind of like replay video to show you guys some of the Master Duel stuff and to show you guys like just Master Duel in general, give you guys my first-hand review of it if you happen to miss the live stream. If you guys did miss the live stream, I actually built the entire Crusadia Guard Dragon deck right here. We don't get buffed by the Master Duel wonky, you know, Forbidden Limitless that they have here. That's going to be my only complaint about this. The animations are great. The playing is great. The ability that you just have to grind to build your decks is nice. Not really having to spend actual money is super nice. However, you're more than welcome to spend any amount of money that you want on here. I do like a lot of the things, but like my number one issue is definitely the mixed ban list. I do not like that. I feel like Konami should definitely have the ability to switch between the TCG and OCG ban list, or, you know, give us three formats to play in, OCG, TCG, and both. So that, you know, it makes more sense to use this as like a simulator to be able to do testing if you're in the TCG, so that we can, you know, test online when needed. So this right here just seems like they're giving us an own separate format similar to Duel Links, but it's more competitive play, but it's still not going to benefit the TCG IRL play because like the card pool is different. You know, I'm not going to get max seed out and playing like in a Remote Duel Extravaganza, Remote Duel YCS. I'm not going to get max seed. However, you play on here, you're going to get max seed. But for those who don't know, like I said, this is Master Duel. So let's just go ahead and jump into some of the replays here. Here is my card. So if you guys are not already following, join the Crusade and follow today so that you guys can watch and explore and also lead the Crusade here on Master Duel. But we're going to go to replays. I have tons of replays to show you. However, I'm not going to go through them all today. I'm pretty much going to go through just some important ones here, just some really funny ones, some goofy ones, just to show you some of the gameplay and just, you know, discuss some plays. I'll probably do 2 winnings and 1 losing. Just, you know, it's not fun if I just show you like where I one punch everyone or I do well. Sometimes you just got to show us losing just to kind of, you get it. I think I will actually show you the power of Max C and the power of Eldritch alone. Eldritch in Master Duel is remarkable, guys. Like especially since in Master Duel, it's not best out of 3, it's best out of 1. Eldritch is very good because, like, I mean, like, just think about it, guys. Eldritch just, you know, they go second, set, pass, and they just, you know, it's just insane, really. But anyway, we'll show you guys this one right here, and just go ahead and watch the animations, guys. All right, guys, so here is our field. Now, just ready. We draw our first 5 cards here. Like, just look at this. This is amazing. So we get to go first. We open full combo, plus some extra, like, extenders and protection in the form of power and paralytic seed. So we're going to be able to practically brutalize this guy here. And for you guys who don't know, they are hand traps. Hand traps are ultra rare, so like they're not hard to get, but you do have to kind of work to get them. In one of the games, I did get ashed, and I have got impermed. I have got max seed, so like they are hand traps in this game. It's not just like free for combo players to go and play. It's just depending on who you're playing against. Sad to say, a lot of the replays that I have are, I feel like a majority of them are against Duel Links players who came on from Duel Links and have never played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh ever, and they just get straight savaged. Like, there'll be Blue Eyes. I have like a Blue Eyes match. I can't remember which one it is, but there's a Blue Eyes match. The person normal summons Maiden and think that's gonna go well, and I just go full combo and just completely sack them. And that happens multiple times with Blue Eyes players, and I feel like that's the issue. I feel like some Duel Links players came on here and were like, oh, this is just going to be like Duel Links, and it's like, it's not going to be like Duel Links. However, you guys can see here, I get to go full combo with the protection of Rafflesia, and, you know, my hand is kind of good so far, especially right here. If I end up getting impermed, it's going to be extremely rough. But, you know, I'm putting my bank on my opponent just having monster hand traps because I feel like Ash is a hand trap that people would seek after more in this setting. But I get to draw 4, put back 3, you know, do my full combo here. I go ahead and use Skull Dread to special summon out the Draco to go ahead and make Regulex. And wait till you guys see the Echo Max animation. The Echo Max animation is 100% my favorite animation I have seen yet. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Prime, there it is. Like, that is just epic. Like, I wish, like, I can't even put it into words, guys. Blows me away. But we end up going into Quick Launch, bringing out this Rocket Tracer to go ahead and pop the Boot Sector to summon out the Magna to make Savage. And then we end on our 3 interruption board. And that's, believe it or not, like, if this is good enough in actual gameplay, an IRL event like this is good enough, you can bet your sweet biscuits this is good enough on Master Duel. Especially, like, Savage is going to get huge. Pot of Desires, draw 2. I draw the Gravediggers, which is horrible. Like, my luck with Gravediggers is awful. Whereas IRL, I always see Crawler, but in this Master Duel, I always have been seeing Gravedigger, which, I mean, it's not too bad. Essentially, the Rafflesia's there is a bluff, or just a body. So the guy just wraps it up and surrenders. He doesn't even try to play it through here. Not really much. It was pretty much a solitaire showing you guys Crusadia gameplay and just showing you guys the best, like, animations and stuff we have. So I'll go ahead and move through and hopefully find someone who's willing to play a little bit better. All right, guys, so here we go. You guys, there's so much customization that you can do here. As you guys can see over here in the corner, I have the Borreload Savage, or not the Borreload Savage, Borreload Dragon over here as my mate, and then just the standard, you know, I kind of like the standard tipple. Kind of gives me rustic, medieval-like feelings. So I have the standard arena, the standard graveyard, and everything. I haven't really messed with my card sleeves. However, maybe one day they'll produce like a Chibi or like a mate like Equimax or a mate Arborea, and we'll get that. I know there's supposed to be a mate World Chalice Dragon, the little guy, not Imduk, but the World Chalice Dragon. So hopefully we get that soon, because that would fit the theme more. There's just so much to do in Master Duel revolving around lore as well, because you just get to, like, you know, you see the lore, you get to participate in the lore and understand the stories. Like, you play through the Monarch stories. I didn't even know some of the Monarch lore, and now I do because of Master Duel. So there we go. So again, guys, we're getting to play practically uninterrupted. And I would say this is probably one of the downsides of the going, or like the 1 out of 1 matches, is that you normally, like, I won... You know, I won heads or tails. I now get to go first. My opponent either sees a hand trap or doesn't. If he doesn't, this is practically how it's going to... it's put on him breaking boards. There was a going second Crusadia player going around, which I can't remember his name. Smart man, because win or lose the die roll, he's going to be able to do what he needs to do. He wins, he'll go second. You know, it's a 1v1, so your opponent's going to put up the best board they can, and all you got to do is see your typical board breakers, and you can win. So huge shout out to him for doing that. I actually I draw some pretty good cards, and this is just going to show like the different lines and technical play that you can do to maximize out when you don't see waterfront, and to capitalize on to producing these inboards that are at least at the minimum 3 interruption. We don't want to end on 2 generally, so we want to push for 3. And I think we do that with the greatest of ease here, because we're going to go ahead and make Rafflesia, and then we have so many cards in our follow-up too. We get to search the Crawler, which is going to give us an Equimax negate, so we go ahead and make Rafflesia here. Look at this animation, guys. Like I said, this animation is just beautiful. Like, huge shout out to Konami for doing that. Like, that is awesome. Then my favorite animation right here is going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Equimax himself. Like, it's just awesome. If I could just get that as a man, I can't even put into words. So that's our draw. We end up drawing Waterfront off of the Nocto, but this is our inboard 3 interruptions. Draw phase, fire off Crawler, Crawler to go ahead and grab us Guard Dragon. Now, hopefully this is one that my opponent tries to play through a little bit. So we're going to see him attempt to activate card destruction. So dangers are allowed in here, so I predict like this is a danger matchup. My hand is pretty well set up. So I decided to negate the card destruction with Equimax, knowing that if he has any sort of dangers in his hand, I can easily fire off the Gossip Shadow or the Rafflesia. But he's actually and I see that there you guys see, I drew the Gravediggers. Like, how bad luck is that? Like, that makes no sense. But we're end up going to find out we're playing against Element Savers. And this must be a Dueling Sky, I'm not even going to lie. I came on trying to play Element Savers. Instead of committing here to, like, just going straight to battle phase, I decide to do the best play, which is to get a Dragster established while keeping my Equimax negate alive. Because the only thing I can stop those spell and traps right now is Equimax. So now I have the way to stop the 2 traps that he have, or 2 spell or traps that he has setting there. And I have the ability to disrupt 2 monster effect negates. So, like, if you look at my field right now, it's really, really loaded. Some people play Mirror Force in here. They are some pretty chinky little guys, and they are, you know, that's a lot of the Duel Links players are playing Mirror Force. However, this man tries to fire Call the Haunted. I know I have lethal, so I chain Dragster to go ahead and stop the Call the Haunted. Look at this. It's telling him his death is coming. This is 100% the Chuckles, you're in danger. And just look at that. You just smack the hell out of him, and everything crumbles. Their entire field falls apart. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and move on to one where, you know, sadly we lose. This is why Max C should not be allowed in the game. Hands down. But that is, of course, up to public opinion. So look at my hand. My hand is fire. I literally have so much, like, it's insane. So go ahead and activate Waterfront. So why not, right? Normal summon Crusadia, link into Magius, but see right here, I believe he fires off Maxi. There it is. Right there it goes. Maxi. He's going to get 1 draw. So right here, this is why Maxi is great in, spoiler alert, Eldritch here. Because I am forced to commit. If I do not commit, he is just going to set a bunch of cards, and I'm going to lose. So I try to do my best route here, which is try to get Gameciel established as best as I can without giving him too many draws. And the best route to do that is to make a watered down Gameciel. I really, thinking back, I should have just went balls to the walls and did the Max Seed challenge. He can't set everything, but at the time I didn't know it was Eldritch. So that would have been a bad thing to do, because he could ditch all these Eldritch spells and traps in his hand, which are just later resources. So as you guys can see here, I go for a watered down Skull Dread. Just give me the 3, you know, using 3 material to make him so that I can special summon this Gameciel, which is going to make my Gameciel go up to 5. He's going to get another draw. So the turtle right there, flapping down onto the field. And I just end up passing it over to him after I fire off this Desires, because I just want to get more hand advantage. And here's our hand. So he's drawn so many cards. But here's the Cursed Eldland. I know what Cursed Eldland does. It gets him to Golden Boy, so I know to immediately go ahead and negate and banish that. So right here, I feel like depending on what he has, I can be in control on this if I let him play into it. He goes Monster Reborn. I decide to let Monster Reborn resolve because it'll give me another counter. However, this is worrying me because since he gets my Link 2, see, here goes the Golden Lord. I decide to negate and banish the Golden Lord. However, I don't get to banish for whatever reason because I think it was designated for the graveyard, so that's where it's going to go. Anyway, I digress. So I know that so he has the counter trap, but I also know that if he can get 2 more monsters out, he can potentially go access code, and I cannot really stop access code. But he's going to attempt to activate the fusion, which I do not want the fusion to resolve either because the fusion is a third body on his way. So actually, here goes Ecclesia to come down and get a punishment. So I know he has the counter trap and I know he has punishment. He goes ahead and he tribute summon for Crusade. This is insane. So he goes ahead and pops my Kaiju and gives me a draw. I'm just blown away by this. This completely throws me off. And you to a point, and the Golden Lord animation is beautiful. But this right here throws me off a little bit because it's like, I really want to see his deck list because how many Crusades is he playing? Did I just lose to a Saki one of that even though he drew it? But like, this is why Maxi's not good. Maxi is bad for the format. And there it is. Again, guys, the Gravediggers. So I go ahead and activate Boot Sector. Right here, I know he has 2 cards set. I don't know the other 2, so I know I need to try and force these cards. So I know that Savage will 100% force some of these cards. But for some reason, I go for Halifibrex, which I don't know the reason behind. I think because I know I can Chain Block out Hulk and get into Equimax. That's right, because I know if I get into Equimax, Equimax is a negate. Arborea can potentially... But see, I misclick here and summon from my hand Arborea. So I misplay here for sure. I still just summoned 1 from deck, had 1 in hand, and that could have potentially put me in a better predicament. However, it doesn't matter because you guys will see what's happening now. So I summon Maximus. I activate Maximus thinking that he is going to use the counter trap, right? But he doesn't. He activates the Guardian. The Guardian just completely... So I attempt to negate the Guardian with Equimax, which he does with the counter trap here. So it was almost in my grasp, you know, so close to being in my grasp. But this Guardian... I don't see anybody playing this card, so that's why I want to see the deck list. If he plays 1 Guardian, I might be a little salty, I'm not going to lie. If he plays 1 of them Guardians, I'll be pretty upset. And Crusade, I want to see how many of those he plays too, so we might check his deck list after this. So right now it's not doing good because he just gets to whack me for all this damage. But this is why, to show you, even without Max C, looking at it, maybe, just maybe with the turtle out, I could have, and especially, you know, it's hindsight 2020, but if someone was going to break my board without Max D, Eldritch could definitely do it in Master Duel. And we see Deco Talker, which very upsetting. So there's no way I survive. He's going to go ahead and summon out the Golden Lord by the Sanguine here. And it's just GG no Reeve. So I just go ahead and scoop it up here. Not going to give him the satisfaction here because, you know, we know we lost to Max C. We know we did that. So we'll go ahead and click here. And let's actually check his deck list, guys. Let's confirm the opponent's deck here. I am going to lose my... What in the flying? You got to be kidding me. Okay, he doesn't play 1 of the Guardians. He plays 1 Crusade. You have... What in the flying? I lost to this. And this is a prime example, guys. I lost... He saw 1 of Max C. He saw a 1 of... This is why Maxi should not be allowed. Maxi should be a 3 or no card because right there, guys, this even makes me even worse. I lost to him luckily opening Maxi as a 1 of. A 1 of. Bro, I can't even... Well, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please, 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 if you guys want to, check out Master Duel and give it a try at least. It's available on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and it will be available on the App Store and on Google Play. So do give it a try. Like I like it. Do I think for me is it going to replace remote dueling? No, because I prefer the live cards. I prefer IRL play versus this type of play. However, if they do change the ban list to TCG, I might be more inclined to play this. However, do check it out on stream. Give it a try, guys. That's all I got to say. But anyway, guys, this is Charles from Team COG signing out.